Hey everybody, I just wanted to spend a little time talking about the Introduction to Titrations lab and what you're expected to do. So in this lab, there's just a pre-lab, one little question on page 103, which is funny because that question is at the end of the lab. But I still want you to answer that because it's a vocabulary question. I think it's important to know the difference between an endpoint and equivalence point. And of course, Dr. Stewart's awesome videos that she's been making. You can click here. There's some chemistry on how to set up a titration, how to do a titration. You can watch that video separately here, or it's also in Dr. Stewart's video. There's also a video on how to do the calculations. You may want to keep this link handy, or at least that section of the video that starts at 6:58, right around 7 minutes, because those calculations, while not tricky, you may just need to use them as an example, so having them up and ready to go is a great thing. The information about the lab starts at around 9 3/4 minutes. You can do all this stuff. If there's any data, it's going to be in the next couple of sections of the video. It's not, you're not going to use any of the data that's found in the sample videos from Carolina Biological, this section or this section. Okay, you want to use the data that Dr. Stewart gives you here. Okay, so all the data is there. Now in this case, this lab is going to be a little bit interesting because Dr. Stewart, instead of giving you the data, she's going to ask you to actually read the burette correctly. So on the lab, on the video, you'll see the sample burettes, and you'll have to read the volume for each of those. So just make sure you read the meniscus, which you should know how to do. And then the thing that students miss a lot is that the graduations start at the top at 0 and work their way down that way. So just keep in mind that it's backwards a little bit. Okay, so then once you get that data, then you can do the, then you can fill out data table 2. Any of the calculations that you need to do should be shown on page 102. That's part of the post lab. And I do like seeing those calculations. And then answer questions 3 through 6 on page 103, and then submit it to me. Okay? Have a great day, everybody.